right, here we go. The high school football season is flying by. Hello and welcome to Week 8 of the McDonald's 5 on your sidelines. I'm Andy Baskin. He is Mike Cairns, and he is the recently engaged Nick Camino. You want to say something?
No. I didn't know you were going to do that.
Say hello to her.
All right, hello.
Wow. And then we've got the breeze over here. Mama Santos is looking for a tablecloth, but they found your sweater. Come on, man.
What can I say?
We got to step up your wardrobe. We got to buy you a jacket every week. We keep complaining about this. Let's get to some high school football highlights tonight. I'm telling you, Mama Santos, line 1. We start with the undefeated North Royalton Bears hosting the Cuyahoga Falls Bears. A lot of Bears in this thing. Bears get on the board first. 15-yard field goal from Casey Mayo, then Cuyahoga Falls. Joe Rapaski, 5-yard touchdown run, looking good. How about Travis Tarnowski for North Royalton? Wouldn't be outdone. Hooks up Carl Lint, long catch. Yeah, now he's going for the touchdown. Look at that. Boom, into the purple end zone. North Royalton wins 24-23. The extra point makes the difference in this one, Mike.
Oh, that one hurts. To Brecksville, the Bees hosting the Shoremen of Avon Lake. Tom Tupa Jr. to his brother, Tim Tupa, little brotherly love on this touchdown strike that pulled Brecksville within 10. Then the Miami of Ohio recruit finds Tupa again. 36-yard touchdown. Mom's going to be happy about that. But it was all Shoreman. David Winkle to Jimmy Heschel. 12 catches, 193 yards for Heschel tonight. That would seal the deal. Avon Lake wins at 31-21.
All right, over to Stewart Field. Solon hosting Twinsburg. Great game. Twinsburg came back from 22-14 to tie the game up in the fourth quarter. The defense really stepped up here inside the 5-minute mark. That tip ball ends up in the hands of Cooper Ray. Last minute of the game, the Twinsburg Tigers looking to snap a 17-year losing streak to Solon. They put the ball in the hands of Tyrone McGinney. Consider this, the majority of the kids on the field were not born the last time Solon lost to Twinsburg. Twinsburg wins tonight 29-22, the first time they've done that since 1995.
That's because you were on the field.
That's true. But he didn't play anyways. You wrestled. That's right. Mayfield hosting Hudson. The Wildcats looking for something to cheer about in this one. Hudson early on. Michigan recruit Ben Gideon on the short touchdown run. 7 yards on the gallop. Explorers up 7-0. Hudson in command early on this one, of course. Mitch Guyani. Tim Kenny, where are you? Thank you. I'm in the end zone. Hudson's now 7-1 with the win on the road. The Explorers win 35-13. The Breeze stopped off at a couple pizza shops on the way over to get the
You like that?
get the sweater. What happened in this game?
Both teams entered the game averaging over 30 points a game. Mayfield's offense never got in gear. Hudson controlled the tempo of the game. Gideon played quarterback, running back, and also linebacker. He did it all. And they controlled everything. They control their own destiny as far as the playoffs. They sat 4th in the region. They're exploring the possibility of hosting a home game.
How deep can Hudson go?
I think they go to the second round. They finished with Elyria, and the final game's against North Royalton.
Oh, that'll be a great game.
That's going to be a great game. Let's go back out to the west side tonight because Mid-Park was visiting Westlake third quarter. Logan Paul walks in for a 33-21 Westlake lead. But don't count out Doug Verboski, the Meteor. Scrambles to his left, and then he's going to find Branson Rapasi in the back of the end zone. It was 33-28 at that point, but Paul's going to find Pater one more time, and the Demons are for real, folks. They win at 39-28.
Chagrin Falls hosting West Geauga. Tigers having trouble keeping guys healthy. West G moving the ball in the third. Noah Jacobson finds Tom Snavely here. Wolverines move the ball inside the Tigers' 10-yard line, trailing 9-8. But the biggest plays of the game, Chagrin Falls turns West G around. Back-to-back sacks by Matt Markley, Will Hinman, and then another sack right after that. Chagrin Falls zips past West G 30-16.
Kent Duke Stadium, where Medina hosting Menor. First quarter, Menor's Connor Krasancic gets the handoff. Watch him do it after they cheer him on from the sideline. Brushes off a couple of defenders. 54 yards, his second touchdown of the game. Puts the Cardinals up 14-0. Menor back in the red zone a little bit later. Mitch Trubisky, little fake. Oh, look at that. Handoff. Thank you. Touchdown. Menor wins big, 63-21. Mike.
Head to Packatan Stadium. Strongsville taking on Brunswick. Strongsville down 14-3 at the half, but took the lead with a pass here from Mike Myers to a wide-open Matt Opria. Strongsville up 16-14. Brunswick, though, needed 2 yards on this fourth down, but got 6 instead. They go on to win it 27-16.
To Lake County, Painesville Riverside hosting Chardon. Second quarter, Chardon gets on the board here as TJ Beninati keeps it himself and goes 32 yards for a touchdown. Game tied at 7 at this point. Riverside would answer on their next drive. Marcus Jones battles his way into the end zone right here from 2 yards out. Riverside wins 21-13.
Akron St. Vincent Mary, and those two teams squaring off. Irish quarterback Clayton Euchre in the shotgun, hands off to Paris Campbell, breaks the tackle, up the seam by the middle. He keeps his balance. That's a 50-yard touchdown run. So easy. This time, how about Corey Watley? Hands off to Marcus Hurd. He breaks a couple of tackles. He finds the end zone. St. P's wins 56-7.
Medina Highland visiting Green. Highland at the 11-yard line after they come out of the smoking dog's mouth. Bruce Kinsley out of the shotgun looks left, finds Corey Moncol at the goal line, and he was in. Medina Highland goes on to win it 43-21. Nick.
Akron Manchester hosting Worcester Triway. Manchester at their own 14, trying to run it up the middle, but the ball comes loose, and Luke Borman picks it up for the score. 6-0 Triway. Manchester quarterback Nick Payakoff hits Jamar Dukes, who breaks a few tackles and gets a block down the sideline for the score. Manchester wins 34-31.
All right, folks, we're at that point of the show where we feature highlights from you, the fans. Newsnet5.com's Jen Steer joins us now with that action. Hi, Jen.
Thanks very much, Mike. That's Jen Steer. Another great week of highlights submitted by our viewers here in Week 8, so let's not waste any more time and get right to the action. First off, we start in Lakewood, hosting Midview, thanks to Chris Cantor of LakewoodFootballSports.com for this video. Second quarter, Tommy Fuller connects with Caprice Jackson for the touchdown. Lakewood trailing 10-7 at this point. Midview wins 24-7. And over to Ravenna now. The Ravens hosting Norton, thanks to Portage Trail Central. First quarter, Norton's John Cheatham with a 3-yard run puts them on the board 15-6. And then later in the second quarter, Ravenna quarterback Kyle Spellman throws it 15 yards for the touchdown. Ravenna wins 38-6. And don't forget to check out Newsnet5.com for a rebroadcast of tonight's show, plus highlights of games throughout the season. For Newsnet5.com, I'm Jen Steer.
All right, thanks, Jen. Brookside taking on Black River. And nice of the guys to come all the way over to me for the huddle. How about that? Like, let's
Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Let's go huddle up on the News Channel 5 guy. I was a little nervous, actually. Opening series for Black River. Cody Elston goes up top to Dakota Kurtz. 62 yards was all Black River tonight. 63-14.
All right, Senate League action. East Tech visiting John Marshall. Both teams wearing pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Second quarter, John Marshall up 16-0. Cordell Felder finds the end zone on 3rd and goal, just a yard out. John Marshall wins 35-6.
Better bail yourself out because your fiance is not going to be happy with
Whatever her name is.
Kirtland hosting Berkshire. Second quarter, Damon Washington finds the end zone from 2 yards out. Hornets up at the break. Third quarter, Washington again. Just call his name. Yeah, that's a touchdown. Berkshire added a couple late. Kirtland wins 51-12. Mike.
Mogador hosting Rootstown thanks to Portage Trail Central. Inches from the goal line, Rootstown. Sammy Todd sneaks it in. Mogador, though, on offense. Anthony Ricci going deep. Hits Casey Beard for the 27-yard connection. Mogador's having a great season, 63-26. Wow.
Southeast hosting Waterloo. First drive of the game. Jordan Kirch under center for the Pirates. Kirch hits Trevor Norquist right in stride. Look at this. Touchdown. Pirates. 35-yard touchdown connection. The Pirates went up 7-0, and Southeast wins this game 55-14.
Nice job, guys. The band took a little break while we were playing it. They got tired. Do you want to save yourself?
I guess I got to redeem myself.
Yeah, you better say
Marissa,
thank you.
I love you. So.
There you go. You better thank your father-in-law because someone's got to pay the liquor bill at the wedding, doesn't he?
Thank you, Mr.
He made a verbal commitment.
He made a verbal commitment. Nice job. We'll see you tomorrow.